I'm Robert.
And I'm Vanessa.
I'm Travis.
And we are late to the party, and we are back for another episode of Better Late Than Never. I guess you could say like fan edition, because these are all from you guys that watch this series.
And
that's a good thing, though. Don't make it sound like it's horrible.
Oh,
I love it.
Right?
Thank you.
Good.
Keep it coming.
And this one comes from NW Redneck.
Yes.
NW Redneck.
What do you have for us, NW Redneck? What did you
How
give
did
to
you
Travis?
know? How did you look at my notebook?
Yeah, I did.
Crack the pages.
Okay, well, I hope you didn't look at what it was. Because...
I didn't look what it was, but I knew that it was from...
Okay,
and we
No,
talked
I'm
about
not
it.
gonna lie. He was saying it over NW Redneck, NW over and over.
And
so
it, like,
Vanessa
under
just
his
stole it
breath.
from
Yeah.
him. So let's go. NW Redneck, what did he have for us? Something fun? Do we know about it?
Yes. You guys ready for this
Yes.
one?
Let's go.
I'm ready. I was
ahead.
born ready. Nintendo.
There are over 1 million computer systems in the United
Tron.
States. Inside every one of them is a startling new world.
There it is.
Look at that.
When Kevin Flynn, a computer genius, unlocks the dimension beneath the screen, he becomes a prisoner in a world of his own making.
You're not a hacker like him.
The world of Tron. A dimension you have never seen. A name you have never heard. A vision you could never imagine. A world of heroes and villains
Ahead of its
where
time.
energy lives and breathes.
That was a good shot, too.
Inside a computer, the new world. Tron.
So magical.
I've only seen this movie once, and I don't remember it.
Okay.
There's a lot to say. There's a lot to say. But let me ask a question before we get it rolled into this conversation. Based off this trailer, would you watch this movie?
Yeah.
Because it
I
was
would.
so crazy looking, and it was futuristic for the time.
Exactly. And it's just like one of those that you're like, what is this? And you're kind of just interested to see what is going on in this world. And so you want to go see
Really
watch
piques
it.
the curiosity, doesn't it? It
Yeah.
doesn't really tell you anything about what's going on.
Right. And that's the thing is, as a kid gamer, it definitely is something that would appeal to me. Because it's like, oh, I want to go into the world of the video game,
Yeah.
into the computer. So it definitely kind of pulls at my strings there in terms of things that I loved as a child. No, I was late to the party when it came to that stuff, though. Travis introduced it to me. I knew it existed. I always had seen, Jeff Bridges and Tron as Flynn. I knew the lore, but I never saw the movie. And Travis, when we first met, that was one of the ones he introduced to me was Tron. Let me his super duper deluxe DVD collection
Super
that he
duper.
had.
This was what my father was a huge nerd in the 80s, he had punch cards for the computer and stuff. So this is something he was excited about, and so that's why I watched it. But for Disney, this is a Disney-made movie, right? So this is during what I personally want to call like the dark ages for Disney. It was during the 80s where they had the dark movies like Black Cauldron, Escape to Witch Mountain,
Watcher in the Woods,
which is coming out a new one.
Yeah.
And Tron. And this was critically
Something
bashed.
Wicked This Way Comes?
Oh, yes. This was critically bashed. They hated it. They didn't like it. And it didn't fare very well in the theaters.
Sounds familiar.
But it's huge
Tron Legacy.
cult following.
Right.
People loved it. I mean, it is a very dark film, but the techniques they did to film this and create this movie were ahead of its time. They'd never done stuff like this before. It was mind-blowing, I'm sure.
At the time, especially.
Yeah.
Like I said, it was ahead of its time. Absolutely. But there's a legacy when it comes to Tron.
Tron Legacy.
And
And we actually own Tron Legacy.
I like this movie a lot. I personally enjoy this movie. Yes, it is dark, but everything from it is good, even to South Park's version of Moses.
I desire
Macaroni
paintings. And that's the thing, is that in the fractured but whole,
South Park game.
Moses ends up coming and saving you, and essentially, he's in Tron. And then Lovejoy from Titanic is the antagonist in this one, in this version too.
Yes.
But anyways, Tron Legacy is something that is near and dear to many people's hearts.
It is, but okay.
First, with Tron Legacy, I was excited to hear that they made a sequel finally to this film that I was waiting, forever to see since I was, a young kid, and then they came out with it. I was excited to see it. I actually saw it at Disneyland at the AMC Theater in downtown Disney, so it was super oh my god. So for me, I'll let you talk now.
Well, did you like Tron Legacy?
I like Tron Legacy.
Okay.
There are some things I disliked about it, but Tron Legacy I thought was really good. I just didn't like the fact that
Clue?
yeah,
Jeff Bridges played Clue. Which Clue was his avatar in the first Tron, which I love.
right. But I also didn't like Jeff Bridges' whole I'm an extreme hippie living in a computer world type of character. That
He wasn't. He was more of a freaking
all right, man.
god. He was a god living in the Tron world.
Well, he was a god that had to go into hiding.
When we say Tron world, Tron's a person.
Yes, Tron's the person.
All in all, he's living in this universe, and
The grid.
He's the Enlightenment man, and that's the thing. He's the Enlightenment man, drinking
That's what I'm saying.
drinking his White Russians, and off the grid. He's the freaking Obi-Wan Kenobi, Luke Skywalker, just living in this universe.
Yeah.
So I dug that.
The music is what really got me with Tron Legacy with Daft Punk.
Yeah, they did good. Even their cameo.
Yeah, I loved the music. So for me, that kind of heightened the movie. Like if the movie didn't have that music, I don't think I would like it as much as I do. Like I can watch it, and basically what I say is that I watch Tron Legacy to see it as a music video for the music. of the
True, because I use that scene in the nightclub for Tron Legacy to test my sound system when I hook it up, or the videos or something, just to see how it works.
Right.
The great thing
about
about this movie, I mean, it obviously has a social impact. The fact that they even put it into the Disney parks. At Disneyland with the People Mover, there's the World of Tron, and you go through there and you see the speed racers where you go through it. The fact that with the Legacy coming out, they had the TV show on Disney XD, which was really good.
Even now to this day, at Shanghai and Disney, they have the Tron ride,
which is also coming
coming
to Disney World.
and it's coming to Disney
That was
World.
announced at
So
D23,
it's still kind of at the forefront, or in the back burner of Disney's mind, but they still remember it.
Right.
So this movie had a real impact on a lot of things too.
I think Disney could do more with this, but I think when they acquired Lucasfilms, they wanted to really focus on Star Wars and maybe Indiana Jones and all that comes with that versus their own original product, which is what Tron is.
They want to put it on the street and make them that quick cash. I mean, they're going to make their investment worth it for Star Wars. But
I think with
rumor has it though they're rebooting Tron. They're not going to continue this legacy. They're going to restart from the fresh and go over again, which will be kind of interesting to see.
But not in Florida. That's the thing, is they're saying the Tron Legacy is coming to Florida.
No, I'm talking about the movie of them.
Oh, okay.
Redoing the movie.
But that's what I was going to touch on, is the fact that they're willing to put Tron in multiple parks. Tron, the light cycle ride, that shows some level of foresight that they have, that they are going to get back to it, but not right now.
And because I think that the light cycle part of the movie was one of my favorite parts.
That life cycle, inspired actual arcade games.
Mm-hmm.
There was a Tron arcade game.
Right.
There were light cycle games.
Only if you played at Flynn Arcade, though, is it worth it?
I did play at Flynn Arcade at Disneyland during the same time this movie came out. I still have the tokens too. I like when Disney does cool stuff like that.
Yeah, a little bit of on the boots on the ground type of marketing. It's a lot of fun for them to do that. But yeah, I think eventually Tron will make their resurgence of sort. I don't know if Jeff Bridges will be a part of it. The Tron Legacy introduced me to Olivia Wilde. Because I didn't know who she was until then.
It was a huge And you know what? Bringing this up, I thought that Tron Legacy was also a good way. They didn't perfect it yet, but a good way of taking older actors and
utilizing
Yeah,
it.
that
Utilizing
was
their
like
features and making them young again. They did that.
It was a start.
It was a start, and that
Wasn't
was like
great,
the
but it was
beginning
really
of
good.
when they did it, right? And
Correct. The de-aging
it was
technology.
very
Interesting. It was like,
noticeable.
when I saw it, I was like, whoa!
Yeah.
That's not that, I mean, it's really fake, but whoa!
Yeah, but coming full circle with that, I mean, now look at them with the best one so far that they have ever done is Michael Douglas.
Of course,
in
Ant-Man.
Ant-Man.
I think Johnny Depp was pretty good in the last Pirates movie.
Yeah.
I haven't seen the last part, so I wouldn't know.
Well, let's stick with Robert Downey Jr. in
Tomato.
I still think Michael Douglas is the one because
In
I
the Winter
literally was
Soldier.
like, I
Not
was
Winter
literally
Soldier, Civil War.
like in Ant-Man when in Michael Douglas and
Right.
Ant-Man, I literally was looking at it and I was like trying to find imperfections in his face to be like, well, obviously I knew it was computer generated, but I was still trying.
No, they
like,
actually had foresight back
what
in
is going on?
1970 to film that.
Yeah.
When they did Black Rain.
And that's the thing, though, is that that's something that Tron always did, is they pushed the boundaries of the technology, and unfortunately, like the original Tron, it wasn't there yet, and it ended up stumbling, and people focused on
You know
that.
what?
And that's what happened
We've been
with the original Tron.
sitting here talking about Tron and the technologies of the movies and the movie itself.
Right.
What'd you think about the movie and the storyline of Tron?
I thought it was fun. It wasn't something that I was captivated by when I saw it. Granted, like I said, it was much later.
It was
so
an adventure
dated.
movie, in my opinion, though.
It
'cause
was,
The guy
but-
goes in, he gets sucked into this with he didn't plan on it. And he's there,
Right.
and he's just trying to get to the exit. That's all he's
Yeah.
doing the entire movie.
Right.
it's a maze for him.
Yeah.
It's a labyrinth, essentially. It's a
Yeah.
labyrinth within the game.
labyrinth.
What I loved most about it was Lovejoy from, I don't remember his name, David something, but he played Lovejoy in
Yes,
Titanic.
yes.
He's in My Best Friend is a Vampire. He's in a bunch of stuff, but he's in Scream too. But yeah, he's the one that's like the main guy, partnered
Main
up.
villain.
Yeah, other than, Moses. But
Yeah.
other than that, that part I really enjoyed. And they should have utilized freaking Killian Murphy in that Tron Legacy to
I know,
continue.
they
I
should.
thought they would have. I thought they were going to.
I think it was a long- I think they were-
Like
playing the
instead
long
of
game.
if, that's true, but I also think like instead of de-aging
Clue?
Jeff Bridges,
Yeah.
they could have used Killian Murphy
to go in
instead.
there.
Yeah.
Should have happened, but
Well,
it didn't.
what do you guys think about Tron, the original Tron? I mean, was it something you guys liked? Is it something you watched? Is it something you would watch today, or do you
It's a
still?
staple of pulp culture too, because even if somebody who hasn't seen Tron, they can look at the outfits that they wear,
Yep.
and you're like, oh, that's
Go
Tron.
do it. Tell us what you think.
Let
and
us
give
know.
me more of these videos and stuff that people are suggesting. And again, thank you for NW Redneck. This is a great choice. It really, really was.
We're heading into the Christmas season, clearly, and we are going to have a Christmas special coming for Better Late Than
Better
Never.
late, Better late than never. Christmas special. It
Yep.
is coming. We hope you guys enjoy it. It will be fun.
Yep, and then we'll pick up right after that and head into New Year's, and then we start 2018 with Better Late Than Never. So thank you guys so much for watching all these videos, all the videos on our channel. We appreciate the love you guys are giving to us, and our patrons who get these videos a couple days earlier. We appreciate you so much too for
Yes,
sticking
thank
with
you.
us. You can help kick into the party and fuel the party on our Patreon, and you can like and you can subscribe.
And you did a thing on our Facebook, Twitter, Tumblr, Instagram, Stardust.
All the social networking joints, you know where they are. Thank you guys so much. Thank you, Travis, for bringing it to us. Thank you, NW Redneck, for sending us Tron, and everybody else. But until next time, now it's time to say goodbye. Bye. Let's do it all together.
The world of Tron.